Do you believe that all people have parasites in them?
Pretty much, yes. There are tests that you can do for parasites, but they're not very accurate either. There's so many different parasites out there. The tests can only look for, a certain amount. I think it's really common for us to pick up parasites. And so even if somebody doesn't have clear test results, typically that's something that I address because, again, if we don't address the parasite piece first, Lyme is still going to be there. The parasites would harbor it. So I would rather be safe and make sure that we address anything that could be there and address things slow and steady in the right order so that we can reach that point of full eradication.
Very cool. And then with how we ingest parasites from different foods and things like that, are parasite cleanses something that you need to do often or periodically to kind of keep it out?
Yeah, I would recommend, depending on your risk factors and symptoms that you're having and that kind of thing, I would recommend doing them from time to time and just detoxing your system in general from time to time because we do live in a toxic world and want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to stay resilient.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I haven't asked that you feel like is important about Lyme's disease or how Lyme's disease and your brain health interact that you'd want to share?
Yeah, so I think one of the things, a lot of people that get Lyme disease are very focused on the physical body. This is a bacteria, so we need to treat it. But there's also a lot that we can do with our mindset, with our subconscious mind. So, we do have that mind-body connection. And we need to be in what's called the parasympathetic state in order to heal. And so the sympathetic is the fight or flight. And our body gets into that fight or flight when we have these infections that we have to fight off. And so we're just in survival mode, but we're not in healing mode. So in order to shift into that healing mode, that parasympathetic, that's really important because if we don't shift there, then nothing that we do on the physical level is really going to work. So there's certain techniques you can use to really tap into that mind-body connection, get into the parasympathetic where you're able to heal. And then just having the right mindset because you do have to live with your thoughts every day. And especially if you've been sick for a long time, it's easy to have defeating thoughts, wondering if you're ever going to be able to eradicate it, if your life is always going to look like this. So being able to manage the mindset is really important. And our thoughts can literally turn certain genes on and off. So why not use your thoughts to your advantage and turn on healing genes instead of having it be detrimental to your health?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.